Okay, guys, I'm back. I didn't post the giveaway video yet, so this is going to be after that. But what I have set up is a rather big canvas. It is 27 by 47, real weird measurements, but I like the size. It's a little long, so a rectangle thing. I love it. Okay, the colors I'm using is Vallejo. It's a 810. So they all have the 68 like I've told you before. So it's the 810. It's the 821. It's the 416. It's the 306. And it's the 414. Now, those are the colors I have. So I'll put them aside. Yes. Now, what I was planning on doing is the background, I want that to be a nice dark color. So I have mixed up some paint. Oops. Well, it's got to go on there anyway, so it doesn't matter if I splatter. So it's a really dark purpley kind of color. Let's get that on there. And I might do it with a brush. I'm going to brush it on with one of my varnish brushes. There we go. And I do want it totally covered because this is going to be the background. It's going to be a little bit with a sort of a negative space in it. And now about the mixture, because I told you that I was going to see if we can contain some of those cells. So this is going to be a bottle bottom pour, but there's going to be silicone in it. And usually we don't put too much silicone in a bottle bottom pour, but in this one we will. This is the background color. It has no silicone, but I mixed it with PVA glue. So what's in here is I put some paints in the cup, the Vallejo acrylic. Then I added 50% pouring medium, the new one, the thick pouring medium, because when the new pouring medium hits the USA and everyone has it, what you want to do with Vallejo fluid is a 50-50 mix. But I put in about a big teaspoon of PVA. So we're going to see how that works out. There we go, nice and covered. Because we don't want to cover too much in the end. We don't want to move it maybe too much. So I'm going to make sure all the sides are covered. There it goes. Most of this will be pushed off by the pour that I'm going to do on top of it. There it is. Okay, everything is nicely covered, even the corners. And maybe a little bit here because I can see almost through it. I can see the canvas. We don't want to have that. We want to have a nice, smooth layer. Okay, here we go. Now, I need my little cup. I forgot about that. So I have a little cup. Gotta just clean it out a little bit because we don't want any contamination in there. That's okay. Now I am going to put in the colors. I'm going to start off with that beautiful blue. Oh, you can't see me do it, but I'm doing it on the side. Let me push this up just a little bit. There you go. And the yellow, because I like yellow on the blue. Don't know if you can hear in the background, someone's mowing the lawn. It's growing like crazy here because we are having such beautiful weather. Okay, this is the whole thing. Now, in these colors is only 1 drop of silicone, so not much. So we're not really going for the For the tiny and a lot of cells, we're more going for a sort of a bottom pour, and with a little bit of cells, but you never know with this new Vallejo pouring medium how big those cells are eventually going to be. And I'm going to put in some of the background color just to make it a little prettier. Now, I am not going to stir it. I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to put this one on here, and I would like, maybe in the middle. Yeah, let's put it in the middle. Okay, here we go. We're going to pour it. Make it go all the ways. And I really want the last of the blue. I would have liked a little bit more blue, I think, but that is kind of pretty. I think I'll make a little bit more of the blue, yeah. That's really going to be the end of it, because I've finished my bottle of Vallejo thick pouring medium. Okay, just a little bit more blue. Just because it, you know, makes it look a little prettier. Okay, that's it. That's enough. Now I'm going to pick up this bottle, and I don't want to drip on it. Whoops. Okay, that worked. And now I'm going to move it. A little bit, and then I'm going to come in and torch it. I'm seeing a lot of fun stuff happening here. Wow, here it comes. I gotta torch the whole thing. Wow, that is beautiful. That is really pretty. Okay, but now comes the test, because what we don't want is that the whole thing sort of takes on a life of its own. So I am going to push it off some here and there. I'm just going to make it spread. Wow, look at that. That is kind of cool. But I do want it off the side though. It doesn't have to be doesn't have to go all the way, but I would like this bit has to go off the side. This can stay. I'm gonna paint this corner. I'm gonna paint it, and I'm gonna give it another torch. I just might leave it just like it is right now. Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. Look at those cells. I'm gonna get in close. Look at that. That is beautiful. These are so pretty, and here is a lot of cell stuff going on. I'm gonna leave it like this, guys, because I would not want to lose this or this or this. This is here cells popping, but the moment of truth is gonna be when this is all ready, because like I said, sometimes they take on a life of its own. That's right, and we don't always want that. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. What I am going to do is fix it so we don't see the corner. So I'm going to put some extra paint here. Got to make sure that it moves a little bit. Ooh. So I've got to push up the paint up against the pour, as you can see. That's it. That's it. I think that's enough. I'm going to let it come down. That's moving nicely. But I want to make sure that I don't dink around up here because I want to keep that. Okay, that's nicely covered. And I want to do the same down here. So cover these corners. Because I do want this to be one solid color. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna dry flat, but I'm just gonna make sure that everything is really, really covered. Okay, that's looking good. Wow. And right now I'm sort of wanting to really push it down here a bit, but I'm not gonna do that. No, 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 no. Because I know how that's gonna end. It's not gonna end well. So just covering up where I can see the canvas peeking through a little bit. Okay, here we go. That's it. So I'm loving this, I'm loving that. Up here, this is awesome. I'm gonna just leave it just as is. And you can hang it either way. You can hang it like that, or you can hang it right up like that, or even the other way, like something coming down. It's gonna be cool. Let me get you in close here. Let's see if you can see that? That is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. And I'll show you that again tomorrow when it's dry. And I do have a little bit left in the cups, which I will, like always, show you a tiny, tiny little bit of the selling action. And we'll put the blue of the yellow on top. And a little bit of the blue, which doesn't have any silicone in it, but that's okay. So I'm gonna push it up and pull it down and then see what happens. Ooh, it's empty. Yep, it really is empty. Where's my other one? Some people said, "Oh, I can't stand how you dink around with that thing." I know, guys, but that's what I'm used to. Oh, that is amazing. Did you see that happen? Look at that. I'll do it one more time. I still have some left. But look at this. That is amazing. Wow. I am certainly going to keep this for a piece of jewelry. Let me make them a little bit bigger. There it is. Look at that. Can you imagine having a pendant with this in it? That's going to look amazing. Well, guys, it goes to show that we have total control over using the new thick pouring medium. Total control. Let's put that away. Let's do that one more time. So we're going to put some of that purple on there. I'm going to do a squish because that's that. I got some color in here. Putting that around. thing out. There's not much left over. Now I'm really, I wish I had some more paint, because that was totally awesome. Okay, let's put that on there. Pull it apart. Ooh, these are some really deep colors. Look at that, wow. But the main thing is that by adding that little bit of PVA, you have total control over the spreading possibilities of these cells. So that is good to know. Like I showed you in the last one, the cells, like last week, the cells went all over the place and you had no control whatsoever. And like someone said, I'd like some more control, and I agree with that. Let me get this one in really close. And by using a little bit of PVA, you have total control. Look at that. That's just a tiny, tiny little bit of warmth, and those cells explode. Now, these are not the most prettiest colors to show you guys, but you can see the action of these cells. So let me clean my hands a bit. This is it. This is the thick pouring medium, and as you can see here, it has the number 465. That's very important, because then you have the thick pouring medium. The other one is 460. So this is it. Start emailing Dick Blick that he has to hurry up with this stuff. I know he told a couple of people that it would be there by July, but who knows? Maybe he can get some in there a little quicker. Using a UPS or something like that. But this is, wow, I'm seeing possibilities here to make some really beautiful macros. Let me get you in really close. That is gorgeous. And see how it isn't spreading anymore? And that was our purpose for this whole video, just to see if adding PVA would put a break on them, and it really does. They explode like crazy, but then there's a break on it, and that's what we want. So this is going to be a lot of fun. But like I said, this is the last I have, guys. See that little bit here on the bottom? This is the last I have of this stuff, so I'll have to wait till I get my shipment too. And yeah, I really hate that I have to wait, but can't do anything about it. Or I can drive to Barcelona and get some, but that would be a little bit too expensive. Okay, guys, gonna see you later. I think this is the last one for today, because again, it is a totally hot day. I will, oh no, I can't show you. Well, maybe I can. This is how warm it is in my studio. Inside it's 25 Celsius, outside 24. All the heat is coming inside. And I don't have any airco. I think the next thing I'll save for is an air conditioning right here in the studio. Because really now I'd really like to pour a little bit more, but it's just a little bit too warm. So thanks all for watching, guys. I really appreciate you all, every single one of you. Love you all to pieces. See you in the next video.